Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Miami Marlins and the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore come in as losers in their last 9 games. They'll try to prevent that streak from reaching double digits next. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it? First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Another 0-2 coming. Turned on down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Taken high and deep to right. Trumbo looks up. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 9 on the year as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
Batting second, third baseman
Martin Prado now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. A 1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This year against right-handed pitching, Prado is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Justin Bour.
In now, Justin Bour. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 10 home runs and 29 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto, and the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. From the stretch, sliders in for a strike. Bundy, a 6'1" right-hander, is as of right now the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the American League, and deservedly so.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game, Boney, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Hit on the ground to third. He'll go to Stope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. It's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Wei-Yin Chen, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's late in the season, and we're looking at 2 teams in the cellar right now. But do not get it twisted for a second. There's only 750 big leaguers at any given time in the league. And no one that I've ever played with gave an at-bat away or threw a cookie down the middle of the plate. These guys will not just play out the string. They will battle because they are professionals.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Brinson is right there, 1 down. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
1 out, nobody on. Slow grounder to first. Bour ranges to his right, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the shortstop.
In now for the O's, Manny Machado. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Anderson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. The Marlins on top, 2-0. So to the plate, the Marlins DH, number 3. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Davis has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now in the box, Miguel Rojas, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mancini is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Derek Dietrich.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Derek Dietrich. Second at bat for him, and remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going.
Yeah, that last at bat, Batty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Marlins leave one as they're unable to add to their. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jonathan Schoop, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a slider tails outside for ball one. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
2 balls and a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Now the 2-1. Hard liner to center field. Brinson patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Waiting on it is Brinson. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 5th, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Mark Trumbo trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Chen gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. high in the air out to center field.
On the run is Brinson.
And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 2-0. A nice aerial shot there. The Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore as we welcome you back to the Charm City. Digging in for his second at-bat, Martin Prado. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Little flare out to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow!
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Justin Bour. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to first. Played on the backhand. There's one. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is in now is Pedro Alvarez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Stepping in now, Danny Valencia. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through for a hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Valencia takes his lead at third with 1 away. Here it comes on 0-2. Popped him up. Realmuto moving to his left. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles.
Digging in to try it again. Trey Mancini. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Here's a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Mancini makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. One left for the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Realmuto.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Number 3. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Runner at second here with one man out. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for the Marlins.
Up next for Miami, Miguel Rojas. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. Realmuto on third with 2 out. Loop down towards short. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Center fielder.
Boy, D-Roll, that's a case right there. He hit it just like he throwed it, soft. Not hit all that hard, but it gets the runner in from third.
Yeah, but you know what? Tomorrow's newspapers are going to be wrapping fish, so who cares about? I don't care if it's a bullet or off the fists. A knock's a knock, especially when it's got an RBI attached to it.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. Dribbled up the line, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. To short. Taken in by Machado. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Adam Jones gets set to start out the inning. And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brinson's in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The shortstop, number 13.
Ready now for Baltimore, Manny Machado. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2. But to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle. Something's not coming back.
Here it comes, 0-2. And it's fouled away.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
Popped high in the air. Castro is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Count is 1-2 now. Chen's ready. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail in this one. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Derek Dietrich. He'll start off the 5th in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Martin Prado now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Swinging a soft liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Behind 0-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Trumbo has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Justin Bour. A couple of groundouts on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Behind 0-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Dietrich, the runner at third. Bourne at second with 2 gone. Down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
In now, Brian Anderson. As he rips it on the ground to second. Scope is there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. But the Marlins strike. Here's Chris Davis now. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dietrich is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. In now is Pedro Alvarez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, just to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Tanner Scott gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in once again, number 3. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 3.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Mancini going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Rojas. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count.
6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Mancini. 2 down.
Now batting, center field.
Digging in to try it again, Lewis Brinson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit. Standing in now, Derek Dietrich, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board. Stepping in now, Martin Prado. He swings and lines it to left. That's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic, you got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
The 0-1 on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope has it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't catch. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Danny Valencia will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Striding in once again, Chance Sisco. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. On to third, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones.
Yeah, it might only be a drop in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Dietrich racing back, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Here's Manny Machado now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center.
On the run is Brinson.
And that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 6 full. The Marlins lead this one 6-2. Ready for another shot now, Justin Bour. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Ready for another chance. JT Realmuto trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Jones is after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the... Here's Jonathan Scope now. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Dietrich racing back. And it's gone. Here's Chris Davis now. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the longest of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. Ford is up with it, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
He's set, and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. Chen into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Rojas ranging into the outfield. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mike Wright has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Mike Wright.
Leading off the inning, number 3, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Trumbo. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. On the move is Trumbo. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Scope. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Into the box now, Derek Dietrich.
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will... Now in the box, Adam Jones. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Dietrich moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw into second, and he's safe.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Gentry stands at second with no outs. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first down. So striding in, Jonathan Scope, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
And that
hits it high and deep out to center field.
Looking up is Brinson.
Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. In now, Chris Davis. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One and one, the count to Chris Davis. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Brinson, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
So coming to the plate, Mark Trumbo. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Prado is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins, and this is now a 7-6 ball game. Craig Gentry will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Brad Brock comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit the other way out toward right field. In there, a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Standing in now, Justin Bohr. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty, it's scorching out right now, and they always say when the weather gets hot, the ball starts traveling. Dan, what's your take?
That's exactly what happens, D-Road. Come out of spring training in a lot of the places, it's a little damp, it's a little cold, but when it starts to heat up and get hot and humid, it definitely plays right into the hands of the hitters, and they're taking advantage of the conditions today.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Swing and a liner. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mancini is in pursuit. 2 down.
Now batting, number 3.
Ready once again, number 3. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Gentry moves over, and that retires the side. But 2 in the inning. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Pedro Alvarez.
And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And that's off his leg on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Now batting.
Ready now for Baltimore, Danny Valencia. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Here's the 0-1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
Now batting, catcher, Cisco.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Chen gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Baltimore down to their final strike. Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chance Sisco. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Flying toward right center. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled and he finished the game and he picked up the win along the way too.
A close one. 8-7 is how it finishes today. Miami put on a show with the bats, collecting 17 hits in the game. Wei-Yin Chen notches his 3rd win of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 8 runs on 17 hits.